Like, are you implying that they in a forest? I don't mean to say that word, but like, are you meaning to imply they did it in a forest with Floch there? If that was the route you were gonna take, I get it, but why did Floch have to be there? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Lauren. I do random content on my channel whenever I can. And I've been seeing on TikTok this, I guess you could say, alternate ending of Attack on Titan that's been going around. And basically because, for those of you guys who don't know, Attack on Titan, its manga ended back in like April, May. It ended around there, right? And supposedly a lot of people weren't happy with the ending. So someone, or I guess a community of people, got together to rewrite the ending. And they made it titled AOT Requiem. I'm sorry if I butchered it. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think that's how you pronounce it though. So there's two parts on their website, and I've been seeing all over TikTok, like I mentioned. And I wanted to give it a shot, read it, see what happens. So that's what we're going to do today or tonight, because it's like, it's 1:03 in the morning when I'm filming this. So yeah, woo, we're gonna read a bedtime story. Yeah, we are. Anyways, if you have not read the manga of Attack on Titan, and I'm going to say the full manga, if you have not finished the entire manga, I would recommend click off this video because there will be spoilers. Because chapters 137 to 139 are going to be completely redone according to the website. So yeah, if you haven't read the entire manga, I would recommend just go. But if you don't mind, then come join me, sit back, grab a drink, get a snack, and we will read this together as a family. Before we get started, I do want to stress that I am aware that, according to TikTok, this particular alternate ending, or fanfic, you can call it also, has a lot to do with the Eren and Historia ship, which I personally don't ship it. And yeah, I just personally don't ship it. But also, I do want to stress I'm going to be giving my opinion on this, and I mean no hate or anything like that to the people who created this alternative ending or fanfic. This is just my opinion. This is just what I think, and I'd like to also hear you guys' opinions down below on what you guys think of the alternative ending. So yes, now let's get started with the video. I have no idea why I'm so energized at 1:04 in the morning, because it's, I don't know. I don't understand myself. It's probably because I took a nap. Okay, so this is how it looks. Pretty cool. So this is the first part. I got my AOT jacket just for fun here. So yeah. Okay. So Eren's waking up and he's like, Mikasa. And he sees Eren, older Eren. This is younger Eren seeing older Eren in the paths. And he's like, okay, oh, he's not speaking. Long, long ago, when our world was still young and all manner of unknown things began to form, that which we call life was born. Oh, it rhymes! Throughout the span of time, life began to evolve, and as the conditions changed and became more complex, life sought out more than survival. It sought out meaning. We as species became arrogant in our conquest, thinking ourselves to be special simply because of our ability to thrive and till the world to our design. And yet, in spite of all the odds, one such ancient life form persisted through millennial, right? Or I don't know. Refusing to pass on, it waited. Why? For what purpose? Perhaps it too was waiting for another chance to fight that inevitable doom waiting for us all. Or maybe it's in need to fulfill that instinct to persevere by pure chance. It found a way. Or maybe, hey, it's Zeke talking. Get it, Zeke? Yeah. Or maybe there really is no deeper meaning to any of this after all, and all these years of suffering have all been for nothing. Well, regardless of how or why, our history began because of one pitiful slave girl defied her master, which is Ymir Fritz, and stumbled into the power that changed everything. Yes, Eren's friend, that little girl, was hurt. In her desire to find meaning, she was pushed to survive, and thus became our founder, Ymir. I cannot pretend to understand it all, even after spending all this time here. But for one thing is for certain, no matter how one may try to fight, death is inevitable. So why bother seeking I can't speak. Seeking out something as arbitrary as meaning at all. All these lives that never needed to suffer. All these paths created from arrogance and the desire to defy this very nature of this world. If she had just accepted her fate and freed herself from her suffering, as we all eventually do, perhaps all this could be avoided. Maybe then we might have been spared from this existence. This place was born of that arrogance, unable to move on from the will of the king. She was banished here to this place, free from death, obeying his desires, godlike in power, but forever a slave. With this earth, she creates the monsters that destroy and perpetuate this cycle of suffering. So this Armin speaking, guys, So this all began because of her. I don't know if I should do different voices. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. And this is the place free of death. But was that a bird? Do I have a bird in my house? But if she has all this power, why not use it to free herself? So you realize the very conjurum, very good. I have spent an astonishing amount of time trying to answer that question. Oh, so it is Zeke. I figured it was. For some reason I thought it was Reiner. Why didn't she exact her revenge on the man and the people who enslaved her instead of serving them? Maybe she couldn't. This is Armin speaking. Maybe she couldn't. Some kind of condition to her power. Zeke, I too came to that initial conclusion. However, the more I watched this history, the less I was convinced that this was the case. The power itself was not the issue. So it could have been her will. Was she incapable of separating her own desires from that of her abusers? Or was there some hidden need to belong? Was that her meaning? If so, then her suffering was truly great. In the end, Eren was able to understand her when I couldn't. That's why she went with him. He offered her something no one else could give her, and that was freedom. I feel like they took Eren, like in this thing, because I saw a lot of people talking about, they took Eren's like thing and they made him all into freedom when he really wasn't about that. Yes, he did want freedom, but it was for his friends and like the people he cared about. But they just turned that into like his whole character and kind of made him like having less feelings. I don't know how else to explain it. You get me? So is she finally free? Ymir, this is young Eren talking to older Eren, you know. Are we all free now? I'm gonna do an Eren voice just for this. Not yet. But you showed her she's not alone anymore. And if that's not enough, what is she waiting for? Now let's point to the other side of the ocean and let's call out what our enemies are. For 2,000 long years, she's been waiting for someone to free her, to free us all. It is for this reason you are here. This power has shown me the paths ahead, the branches of things that have passed, what could have been and what can't be changed, and the paths built on their plans that I reject, leaving only one. When you wake up, you will forget what you've learned, but not what you felt here. I feel like one of those old preachers, I don't know. This will all just feel like a long dream. Until that moment, only then you will begin to understand. I have walked through these plains for what has felt like an eternity. Like our brother, I try to see and understand. Through the combined power of the Attack and Founding Titans, I learned to control what I saw. And I could see the results of all their plans. I saw peace, but also endless destruction over and over again with no end in sight. Oh, okay, I feel like one of those drama people. Seeing it, I knew I had to be the one to change things and end this cycle of hatred once and for all. I tried to save the ones dearest to me by changing the flow of the paths. I even tried to stop things from happening. But then I realized that to achieve that one goal was to sacrifice the unavoidable. To assert our birthright, I am prepared to sacrifice the world and commit genocide and a whole bunch of list of crimes that you can see on his fandom website. I will just link them all here, you know. So Armin, I will keep moving forward until all my enemies are destroyed. He told the same thing to Reiner. Oh, I finished. Hey, that was part 1. I really thought it was gonna be longer. Yeah, that was part 1. Okay, let's read part 2. So it's still kind of where we left off. Okay, Eren. Armin, is that you? You're so tall. Like, this is his young version. Haha, this dream is incredible. Flaming waters, frozen plains, snowfields of sand. You were right about all of it. We can go and explore it all like you said. Look at how older Eren is just there. Like, look at him. Like, just right there. He's just standing, like, you know, with his hair down and everything. Armin looks so taken aback. You're here to help, right, Armin? If we destroy all our enemies, we'll be the freest people in the whole wide world. You, me, and Mikasa will finally see it all. It's everything we've ever wanted. We won't have to stay inside those walls and live like cattle anymore. And with the walls gone, we can be free to live however we want. Isn't that right, Armin? Ooh, Armin's mad. No, I will never accept this. What part of any of this is freedom? Well, he has a point. This is actually how Canon Armin does act in it. Eren, you've gone too far. The partial rumbling was meant to tear down the enemy military, not slaughter innocent lives. There are good people out there, children and families, people like us. The Eren I know would never be okay with this bloodshed. Think of what happened with your mom, all the hatred you felt that day. Stop this, please. You've changed, Armin. Oh my good God. No, let's see. What? Between our home and theirs, what difference does it make to you? What difference? There isn't one, don't you get it? We're all just people, Eren. Take away our titles, our history. You'll see we're all the same. Exactly, Armin, exactly. Get it through Eren's thick skull. Get it through it. Yeah. The world doesn't see it that way, Armin. Like, he sounds so emo. Why do I picture, like, Eren being so emo right now? I know that, but doesn't that mean we should just give up? Unless we try to talk. We've been in each other's throats for 2,000 years. No amount of talking is ever going to make that go away. My stance on this will not change. Yeah, Armin, you cannot tell me what to do with my life. I am having my sad boy hours. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make a funny joke. Eren, nothing that has us living under anyone else's control will ever be right. LDS's future won't be built on speeches and dialogue, but on blood. I will end this war. Okay, we get it, emo Eren. You call crushing billions of lives war? There is no other way.
Oh my God! They're playing My Chemical Romance! Nicole, you know I'm scared of emos!
You're wrong, don't you see, Eren? You can't solve this by committing the worst act of violence in all of history. It doesn't matter how you justify it, this is not the answer. If this is your way of showing me you've always been like this, then you're nothing but a slave to your own selfishness. Tell him! Tell him! I know this is not the actual manga, but like, ooh, tell him. If we don't fight, we will die. That's our reality, and no amount of talking will ever change that. The world is right to hate us, Armin. To them, we will never stop being devils that can kill them all at any time. So as long as that remains the truth, this war and bloodshed will never end. If you cannot give up your humanity to do what is necessary, then nothing you say will ever change. And all the lives that died for you will have died for nothing. I feel like that was the main thing that a lot of people didn't like with the original ending, was that people said that war is still going on, and that the scouts, like in the, what was it, the future chapter 139.5, right? Chapter 139.5. People said that that they felt like since war is going on, I think this is what they said, that since it's still going on, it felt like the scouts' deaths were meaningless. But at the same time, it's also kind of like, it gives you a bit of reality that in any war, people are still gonna kind of die, you get me? And it happens in real life. Okay, let's continue. Eren, you bastard! This was never what I want. And some flashbacks and stuff. Back then at oh my God, this is Historia and Eren. Okay, let's see. Back then at the ceremony, someday will you tell me what you saw? A family having the queen as a mom would be pretty weird, don't you think? I knew what I was giving up when I accepted this role. My life was never really mine to begin with. By the way, this is Historia talking, if you guys don't know. Whatever happens, I'm glad to have met you, Eren. So anything, I'm sorry. I still can't understand what this all means. It can't be helped then. Everything we've learned about this world, there's still so much we don't know. Oh, this is Hanji talking. Yes, Hanji, my favorite. I really want to have an advantage for once. Since we lost Erwin, everything's been so complicated. I don't know how to inspire the hope like he did. We still have hope. The Titans, the walls, the first king, and our memories. Every challenge we face, we've overcome. So as long as we hold on to our hope, and this is Historia talking, there's nothing we can't accomplish. This is not the time to give up or feel sorry for ourselves. We may not have all the answers now, but we didn't need them before, and we still got this far, so let's not give up yet, okay? I remember people on TikTok were like, when, like, somebody made a good point. Like, here you had the scouts, like, all dying, and then you had Historia just over there. I know the reason why she was there, of course, like, to, you know, she had a role over there, but, like, somebody brought up, like, here you have the scouts, like, you know, dying, and, like, you know how, like, here you have Sasha getting shot, Hanji burning to death, and you have Historia just over there. And I'm still sad about Hanji's whole thing. I'm sorry. I'm so sad about that. Yes, that's true. We've always carved our own path. We've never needed a hand in wiping our own asses before. And we're not going to start now. Right, Eren? Yeah, thank you, Historia. Okay, let's see. Will you join us for the railroad celebration this week? The kids are really looking forward to it. Eren, I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't want to butcher it wrong, so I'm just going to skip it. They can't help us. The military is assigned to go through with that plan. I see. You know, the more I see their smiling faces, the more I want that for all of my children. If that plan is all we have to give our people a chance, then we need to accept it. But when the time comes, they'll be the ones who decide who will father my children. Do you think it'd be selfish if I take back that choice? No. Because you're the girl who saved me that day. The worst girl in the world. I'm confused. What about the others? Do they agree that this is our only option? Oh, is it Floch? I know it's pronounced Floch, but I say Floch. Are you trying to get me hanged, Eren? Going to war is one thing, but destroying the entire world, that's only something a devil can do. You expect me to believe you when you couldn't even sacrifice Armin for Erwin? Oh my god, Floch, you're still with that? Can you let go of that for like 5 minutes? Like, oh my god, you're still with that. I know this is a whole like fanfic. But like, chill, Floch, okay? Like, I don't even, like, shut your Ken looking self up. Oh my god, he looks like Ken in the anime. Like, you're not even one to talk. You're right, you don't have to believe me, but even you understand there's too much at stake. Then why haven't you told the others? Because they wouldn't be able to do what is necessary. Honestly, I'm not sure someone as sentimental as you is up to the task, but we can't just hope for a miracle either. No matter how you look at it, us or them, either way, you're talking about mass slaughter. Once it starts, there's no turning back. Eren, can you truly commit such an unforgivable sin? I don't care for forgiveness. I've got less than 5 years anyways. I can't waste them all doing nothing. If being a devil is the only way to make a change, then I'll gladly become one. I'm going to save Eldia. Doesn't matter if I die, I will not let them steal back what is ours. You know, but the thing is, canonly in the manga, he would have given all of that up and run away if Mikasa told him that she liked him. If you actually think about that, if you really think about that, he would have never went through with any of it and would have given up. Well, not given up, but he would have never done any of the stuff he did if Mikasa just like came clean. And that, I don't know, like I don't know how to react about that. I want like it's cute, but like at the same time it's like I don't know. I just wanted to, like, you think about that. Okay, and Historia is talking. It doesn't matter. Let's whoa, slap Eren. Yeah, get it. How could you say that to me, coward? You think you just run away from your sins by killing yourself? Everything we've gone through, doesn't any of that matter? I understand what this means for all of us, and you may be able to walk through hell on your own. But please think about the people who love you. If you intend to go and die out there, I won't do as you say. I can't. Don't make me go through this again. You promised. What? What? The truth is I'm scared, which is why I wanted to try and fight for this chance. So Eren, what would you think about me having a child? I know I'm asking for a lot, but I don't know what else to do. I'll find a way, I promise. You know, I don't think I ever brought this up. If you guys saw my Attack on Titan iceberg video, and by the way, I know I messed up. I don't need to hear it in the comments. I've got that for like the past 9 months already, 8 months. I've already gotten that. Yeah, I don't need to hear it. But like, anyways, if you guys kind of read the comments, you probably know I got a lot of comments saying, why do I think Eren is not the father of Historia's kid? And why I think it's the farmer guy? I got so much comments saying, where's the proof for it being the farmer guy? That there's more proof for it being Eren. And you know, it's up to a reader interpretation, because technically I don't think it was ever confirmed. But also, you have to look that in every single manga panel where it was Historia and like having to do with her kid, he is there. The farmer guy is there. And also, I don't think it matters who she had her kid with, because she still cared for Ymir. For sure. You cannot tell me she was straight. You cannot tell me Historia was straight. You cannot. She was miserable when she was pregnant. And I believe when she was given that choice, she was miserable because she wasn't going to live her life to how she wanted to. You know? And I think that's the thing that a lot of people forget, is that it does not matter who the father was, because literally Historia was miserable. She was miserable, you know? Like I said, because she wasn't living her life how she wanted to. Are you planning to tell me they did it in the woods with Floch there? Are you trying to tell me that they did that? Is that what your like whole thing is? With him walking her down a little hill into a woods with Floch there with like a cup of coffee or something? I don't know what that is. It looks like a notebook also, but like Floch, sweetie, do you wish that was you, huh? Do you wish that was you? Like, huh? Okay, now Eren's hugging her. I'm sorry. All I know is that if I don't do this, it'll never end. Then don't do this alone. I really am the worst, most despicable. I won't tell anyone what you're planning to do, Eren. Everything will be in place, so as long as you see things through on your end, we will prepare for Eldia's rebirth. After all, we've already gone this far. Just remember, for all you people who are gonna come at me saying that Eren and Historia were a thing, just remember, like I said earlier, he was willing to drop it all, the rumbling, everything, if Mikasa just told him that she liked him. And Isayama canonly draws Mikasa more beautiful in Eren's point of view. I sound like I'm a shipper arguing with shippers. I don't mean to sound like that, but I'm giving proof that the ship was never gonna work with Historia and Eren. Cause like, I ship Mikasa and Eren. But like, I don't mean to sound like one of those shippers who was like against it. Like, if you ship Eren and Historia, go right ahead. You know, cause it's not anything bad whatsoever. But like, I'm trying to give proof on why the ship didn't work. You know? Anyways, let's continue. So Armin is horrified. He pulls back, lands in the dirt. You and Historia? Why didn't you tell me? Mikasa, does she know? You weren't meant to see that, Armin. No, this is not absolve you. The fact that you hid this from us is proof you are aware of how much of a hypocrite you are. If you had just trusted us from the beginning, we might have found another option together. And now the people we've cared about are dying at your hands. You talk about destroying this cycle, but all you've done is condemn your child to be a child of a monster. We've always been monsters, Armin. You don't suddenly get to act like you aren't. Then there really was no point in talking to you after all. So why, Eren, why bring me back here? Because you asked me a question you thought I didn't want to hear. And because I don't want to fight my best friend. Armin's talking. And when you said you wouldn't take our freedom to stop you, that hasn't changed. This is Eren. Even after all this, the choice is still yours, Armin. Well, you were right about one thing. I was weak, and I was afraid to do what was necessary, but not anymore. I'm going to stop you, Eren, even if I have to kill you. Okay, that was pretty good, but like, are you implying that they in a forest? I don't mean to say that word, but like, are you meaning to imply they did it in a forest with Floch there? I laugh. Okay, look, okay. If that was the route you were gonna take, I get it, but why did Floch have to be there? That's like the cherry on top. Like, No, like just imagine how awkward it would be. Like it's a forest, right? It's a forest. He can go kind of far, but like you're gonna hear stuff. Okay, I think I'm done. Okay, so that was my opinion on it. The art style was pretty good. I'll give it that. I think it was too much reliance on the Eren and Historia ship. Because even in the canon thing, I get the alternate ending. They wanted to change it a bit. But they made Eren's whole thing be about freedom and this. But he really, in reality, he did it a lot for his friends, you know? Also, I feel like I said, going back to the thing with Eren and Historia, I feel like that was mainly pushed. I feel like that was mainly pushed a lot into the alternate ending. When in reality, like I said, canonly, they weren't a thing. That, and I don't even think Historia, like, even cared for either the farmer guy or Eren, and she didn't even want a kid. She wanted to live her life the way she wanted to, and she wanted to eventually marry Ymir, you know, but Ymir died, so that wasn't possible. That was my opinion on the whole thing. Like I said, the art style was pretty good. This is no hate to the creators of this. This was just my opinion. If they somehow watched this video, your guys' art style was good. I'll give it that. Looks really similar to the manga. And I guess that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Comment down below what else you guys want me to talk about on this channel. I'd like to hear your guys' opinions on the entire, you know, the entire storyline and all that stuff. I don't know if there's more parts that are going to come out. If so, then I will do a reaction to the parts then. And I guess that's it. I think that's kind of it for this. It is currently 1:31 in the morning. So, yeah, I've got to go to bed. I'm tired. So, yeah, I hope you guys have a great day or night depending on where you live. And I will see you guys next time on my channel. Bye, guys.